Welcome back, learners, to Grammatastic. Today, let us increase our vocabulary. The topic for the day is homophones, homonyms, and homographs. Let us start with the class. Homophones. Let us understand this through these lines. The title is I am all perplexed. Perplexed means confused. I am all perplexed. I need help from you. I do not know why the sky is blue. Ouch! I got a bee sting. It pains immensely. Let me see if I can apply their medicine. It's time for me to say bye as I have to complete my sum. Now, in all the sentences, you will see there are two words, two options. Now, let us understand which should be the correct option. Both have the same pronunciation, but the spellings and meanings are different. So, in the first line, I need help from you, and the correct word will be N-double-E-D. The second line, I do not know, K-N-O-W. Why the sky is blue, B-L-U-E. Out, I got a bee sting, B-double-E. It pains immensely, P-A-I-N-S. Let me see, S-double-E. If I can apply their medicine, T-H-E-R-E. It's time for me to say bye, B-Y-E, as I have to complete my sum, S-U-M. So now you can see all these words having different meanings and different spellings, but the pronunciation remains the same. So let us look at the definition now. A homophone is a word that sounds like another word but has a different meaning and is spelled differently. They usually occur in groups of two. It is important to recognize and identify the most common homophones because the spelling can change the entire meaning of a sentence. Now let us look at some examples of homophones. Hole, H-O-L-E, hole, which means a hollow place or a cavity. Whole, W-H-O-L-E, whole means entire or total. Now let us understand through a sentence. There is a hole in my dress. The whole world is facing the pandemic. Here, H-O-L-E means a hollow place or a cavity. W-H-O-L-E means entire. The second example, here and here. H-E-A-R, here, to perceive sound through the ear. H-E-R-E here means at this place. It talks about location. Now the sentences. I hear the sound of the bell in the temple every day. And please come here. The homophones, H-E-A-R, H-E-R-E. Let us look at the next example. Grate, G-R-A-T-E, grate, to shred by rubbing across a grater. G-R-E-A-T, grate, of a larger size or more important than others of the same kind. Sentences. The chefs grate the cheese to garnish the dish. Thomas Alva Edison was a great scientist. G-R-A-T-E, great, and G-R-E-A-T, great. The next example, heard and heard. H-E-A-R-D, heard, is the past tense of hear, and H-E-R-D, herd, is a collection of cattle, which means domesticated animals. The sentences: she heard the baby cry. The herd of animals grazed in the field. The homophones H-E-A-R-D and H-E-R-D. Now the next example: read, R-E-A-D, which means act of reading, and red, R-E-D, a color. Matilda read the books written by famous authors. She has a dress of red color. And the homophones R-E-A-D, R-E-D. The next example: break and brake. B-R-A-K-E, brake, means a device to stop a moving vehicle. And break, B-R-E-A-K, brake, means separate into pieces. Sentences: my dad applied a sudden brake when another car ran into his car. The glass materials break easily. And the homophones are break, break. The next example is new, new. N-E-W, new, which means not existing before or of recent origin. And new, K-N-E-W, new, means be aware of something. The sentences: my mother bought me a new laptop. My friend knew the address of his father's office. N-E-W and K-N-E-W. Same pronunciation, but different meanings. The next example: pair and pair. P-A-I-R, pair, means a set of two things, and P-E-A-R, pair, means a fruit. I purchased a pair of socks for myself. The pair that I ate yesterday was too sweet. And the homophones are P-A-I-R, P-E-A-R. Now let us go to the new topic. As you can see, the advocate or the lawyer is saying, the other lawyers make fun of me because my name is so. Why is she saying so? And her colleagues say, oh, homonym attack. Why are they saying so? Because so means legal proceedings against a person or institution. So the same spelling, same pronunciation, but different meanings are called homonyms. Homonyms are two words that have the same spelling and sound. However, they have different meanings. The word homonym comes from the prefix homo, which means the same, and the suffix nym, which means name, means same name. Now look at the examples. For example, the word address has two meanings: to speak to or a location. Air, oxygen, or a melodious tune or a broadcast. Arm, body part or division of a company. Band, a musical group or a ring. Bark, a tree's outlier or the sound a dog makes. Current, up to date or flow of water. As you can see, these words have two meanings and they are used differently in a sentences. Few more examples. Bat, an implement used to hit a ball, a nocturnal flying mammal. Bright, very smart or intelligent or filled with light. Express, something done fast, to show thoughts by using words or facial gesture. Stalk, a part of a plant, to follow or harass someone. Tip, appointed end, or to give money. Match, a competitive sporting event, or to agree or be equal, or a device which ignites with friction. So these words are called homonyms because they have the same pronunciation, same spelling, but they are used differently because they have different meanings. So now you can see the difference. Homophones are sound alike and homonyms are look alike. Means homophones, they are pronounced the same, and homonyms are pronounced the same and they also look alike. Now let us move to the homograph. What is a homograph? A homograph is a word that has the same spelling but is pronounced differently and has a different meaning. So here it is having the same spelling, but the pronunciation is different and the meaning is different. Let us see how. Homo means same and graph means writing, means same writing. Now look at the word record. Now can you see the difference? Now how are they pronounced? In the first picture, it's a disc. So the pronunciation for this will be record. And the second one is noting down something. So it's record. Now look at the sentences. Record, it's a noun, which means a disc to hear sounds or music. And record is a verb, which means to note down information. Look at the sentences. I bought a record of old songs. I always record the points of meeting. So now, do you see the difference? Yes. Now let us move to the next slide and the next example. Now LIVE, it's live and live. Now look at the difference. Live is a verb, which means stay. And live is an adjective, which means happening at the moment. I live in New Delhi. The nightclub has a live band on weekends. The next example, minute and minute, having the same spelling, but look at the difference. So the first minute is a noun, which is a unit of time. And the second word is minute, which is adjective and means very small. Sentences are, give me few minutes to get ready. The reporter covered minute details of the event. So now you can understand the difference. The next example, LEAD, it's lead and lead, both. Now lead, noun, which means a metal. And lead is verb, which means to guide or show the path. As you can see in the picture. The sentence is, the rod is made of lead. I try to lead my friends on the correct way. The next example, wind and wind. As you can see in the picture, wind is a noun, which means movement of air. And wind is a verb, which means to wrap around something. Sentences, the wind is blowing fiercely. I shall wind up the wool in a ball. The next example, BOW, bow and bow. Look at the pictures. This is bow, 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 noun, means a decorative piece. And bow is a verb which means to bend oneself as a gesture of respect. The sentence is, the bow enhanced the beauty of my dress. I bow after the performance every time. The next example is D-O-V-E. It's dove or dove. See the pictures? Dove is a noun which is also a bird. And dove is past tense of dive. It's a verb. The dove is a symbol of peace. My friend dove into the water. Now I'm sure you might be understanding the difference. So see you again with a new topic. Keep on practicing. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. I would be happy to hear you all. Meet you soon with a new topic. Bye-bye. Take care.